So hello and welcome. This is a video about the social media boosting platform. Yes, this website has multiple features like the buying of accounts, the boosting platform, and the SMS verification. So it's three feature in one. It comes naturally with the boosting feature, but it has been modified to contain not only social media boosting but also SMS verification. So I'm going to show you how to set this up by yourself. So first of all, I'm going to walk you through the social media boosting feature. So users can select different boosting options, and they can add the quantity and the link they want to boost. Not only that, they can also select the different social platform they are trying to boost: TikTok, Instagram, and many others. And also there's this SMS verification. This SMS verification has different countries and different services within those countries. Let's pick Bahamas for example. You see the WhatsApp, the Telegram, and you see their prices. And with the buy account, social account laws currently is empty, but it will contain all the marketplace accounts that are available to be sold. Now I'm going to log in or create account so you can see the admin, or rather the user side. So this is the login page. I'm going to click on the registration. So this is the registration. I'll enter the username as Sage, the email account, and the country of choice. The account has been created. Now add the default information of the user profile. Now that's all. I'll submit and it should redirect me to the dashboard. Right now this is the dashboard. Currently this is the account card, and these are the services where you can choose the type of service you want, enter the quantity, you see the total amount that you will paid, and you see the description of that particular service. So this is the input feed for entering your social account you want to boost, and you can see that it has detected that there is no current deposits and users are required to make deposits. So under the SMS verification, see the features of the selecting the user, the country, and the social media platform uh, attached to it. So you can choose to buy the number, and all the logs will be displayed within the recent boosting table or the recent status or SMS OTP status table. That should be all regarding the user end. This is the admin end, and you can see you can set up cron, which will allow automated schedule tasks in the background. And this is the different table for managing the account on the platform, managing the social media, and managing the categories for the categorization of different social media accounts, and the SMS verification. This you can see the SMS orders and the SMS API settings. Also, you can also change the ratio at which the user percentage and the service charge will be collected directly from the user account in accordance to the settings that you made here. So this is the user, all the active users, the banned users, and the email verified. And these are the automatic and manual payment gateways. If you'd like to add the account number for deposit, then you can use the manual payment gateway. And if you want to use Flutterwave or Paystack, then the automatic gateway will require API. This is the deposit. So see the total amount of people that have deposited and pending deposit, which will require you to approve. Which another also this support ticket, the ones that you have answered, the one that is currently pending, and also the one that you closed. So these are the report log. Any transaction that was suspended or had an error will be displayed in this transaction log. And there are also subscribers to people that are in your platform that are subscribing to your email list. So you can send customized platform dedicated email to a bunch of people at the same time. So this is the general setting. This is for setting up the site title, the time zone, the currency, and also the site color. So this is the SMM panel for SMS Express for boosting. This is my API key and the current SMS platform I'm collecting their services. So as you can see, this is the markup price. If I set it as 150%, then I'm charging an extra 50 to the 100% getting from the service charge. So I'll be charging half service charge. Or if I set it to 200, for example, then I'm charging double the service charge. So I'm going to save it as 200, and I'll scroll back down to show you the current job settings, which is for creating scheduled task, the system configuration, which is to force SSL to agree, allow users to click agree to policy, and even QI registration, email notification on sign up, the email notification, and even the mobile verification. All this you can make the change within the system configuration. And there's this social credentials. These social credentials you can connect with Google, Facebook, or even LinkedIn API to allow them to authenticate your users by trying to sign in or log in. Then there's this extension which are added feature for allowing people to comment, allowing capture, doing analytics, or even live chat. So there are other several features, and as you can see, there's SEO manager, KYC setting to approve authentication and request for verification. And there's this maintenance mode to see the current error or bugs that are in your platform. This GDPR cookies to ensure that it's saving users' requests so that they can log in without having to log in manually again. And there's this system, this application, you see the details of the application, the details of the server, you see the current cache request, and there's the updates. So all these are the current features that the admin for the social media boosting and SMS verification platform can use. So with Poster now, I'm going to be searching if my domain name is available, and as you can see, the domain is available. So I'll select and check out. But there's an important step in the process which is called a name server. Name server allows us to buy a domain name from one platform, which is HostNow and host it on a completely different platform, which is Asura Hosting. Different services that you have purchased from them. So you can click on this place and order a new service. I'm going to open that in a new page. But as you can see, I already have a service already, and I'll click on that, and within the manage the and within the product details, I will see, just scroll down and see the name servers. So all these are the name servers that I need to update in the other platform I'm getting domain name from. So I'll go back to post now, and within this place, as you can see, there is up to 4 or 5 input feeds. I'm going to copy it one at a time. So now that I've updated the name server, I'm going to click on DNS management because it's completely free, and I'll continue. So now I have to process the payment. As you can see, they added an extra fee for tax, and if you should check out, I would recommend you should select the payment method before checking out. Moving on, I'll go back to my Asura hosting. Since I already purchased a name server, which is the starter plan, I'll scroll down to my direct admin and click on it. So this is my direct admin, and since I've connected my name server to my domain name I purchased, then I just need to go to domains in the list and add a new domain. And I'll enter the domain name I just purchased. I'll enter it on the input field and click on create. So this will create, add the domain name to the list, and I just need to go back to the menu, look for the file manager. So now I need to upload my SMM panel files. My SMM panel files, you can get it from the link in the description or contacting me directly. I just need to go to the domain name I just added within the public underscore HTML. I should to delete these default pages and click on upload. So now I'll select the SMM panel on my C drive. So now the files have been uploaded. I'll just click on done, and I'll extract. So now I'm going to extract the files within the zip file to this social shop folder. Now I'll click on this, and I'm going to move every single thing back to the main directory, which is under this public underscore HTML. Now move. Now within the move has been made, but there's this conflicting page. There's an index.php and there's an index.html. From experience, I already know that this shouldn't be included, so I'll remove that, and I'll remove this also. So after I've moved it back to the main directory, which is public underscore HTML, I'll look for the files folder, or rather the calls folder, then click on it. Within the call folder, there are this Laravel templates engine, and I'll click on this .env file. And I'm going to edit env file. There's several variables I need to change. the app URL variable and this database credentials. So first of all, I'm going to move this back to the top. The, the URL, I'm going to update it with the domain name URL. You can find it in the link. I'll copy this and I'll paste it within this. So now I need to change this database name, username, and password. To get that, I'll have to go back to my direct admin control panel and look for this database on the list. Within this database, I have to create one by scrolling downward, and there's a create database section right here. So I'll enter the database name I'm using, which will be Sage SMMA. So it already helped me input the username and the password. So I'll click on create. So now that I have it already created, I'll copy this and this, and I'll go back to my database env file and update. Lastly, within the file comes an SQL file. We have to go back to where we created our database name and scroll all the way to the top. There's this button called phpMyAdmin. We have to upload an SQL file that comes with our SMMA Panel script. So now I have to upload the SQL file that comes with the script. I'll click on import, click on the choose file, and I'll click on import. So that has been installed. So now that has been uploaded successfully, I'll just go to a new page and enter the domain name, which is Sage SMA Panel, and click on enter. And just like that, the set has been completed with light and dark mode. So you can see that's a very interesting design. If you want this script, don't hesitate to check the link in the description or send me a message. Thanks for staying to the end, and I hope to see you on the next one.